Okay, I've been working on my doozy machine, but now back to full house. There's a buzz. Tracked it down, and it's coming from that very toasty coil there. Dealer relay. It says down there, dealer relay. So it's the dealer's coil, so as the ball drains, one of these lights up to see whether you've got a, or whether you've beaten the dealer with your score over there. So that's what happens. So the machine's going on quite nicely, but when the ball drains and one of these lights up, there's a very heavy buzz from that coil, which is very annoying until you get the next ball up and playing. And now I start again. So let's play the first ball. You'll see that none of the dealer's cards are alight yet, of course. I'll just let it go straight through. So we've now got the queen alight, and as you can hear, we've also got the dealer's coil on. Let it go through again. And the next one comes on. Okay, so we fire the ball. Now it's out. Again until the ball drains. And the queen. But the game's over. But the queen's on, so that will continue to buzz till we turn off the juice, which I'm going to do now. Anyway, one thing's for sure, that coil's got to be changed. That coil has to be changed, and I've got one of these. Z28 1200. The one that's in there should be a Z28 1150, but I'm not going to worry about 50 windings on the coil. I think this is the reasonable replacement, or the only replacement maybe, so this is going in now. Well, I don't have to ask if you can hear the buzzing now. New coil's in and it's a lot louder, so I'll have to sort that out. It was buzzing like mad, and the only way, I tried things like releasing the spring pressure. You know, there's a little spring, as you may know. There's a little spring there. I even took the spring off, but it was still buzzing like crazy. I didn't want to really be bending the contacts. They seemed to be doing what they were supposed to do. And eventually I put a cardboard spacer. It seemed to me that the AC ripple was obviously causing the vibration and making the contact vibrate slightly in and out. And it was either the coil wasn't strong enough, which seemed unlikely as it's new and everything, but it did occur to me maybe 1200 rather than 1150 meant the extra 50 windings were causing the problem, but what do I know anyway. In between the section that holds the contacts and the main frame of the unit, I've actually put a cardboard spacer to bring the coil slightly nearer. I think it was the angle of the coil, maybe on the coil contact piece, that plate, that was a problem. Anyway. Okay, well, that didn't work. I've put everything back as it should be. I haven't quite fixed this unit in yet, but it's the game's working. But as you can hear, the buzz is worse than it was with the old coil. And that's the reason for the buzz. But it doesn't make any difference if I remove the spring tension. It doesn't make much difference if I take the spring right off. So my feeling is the coil needs to be moved slightly nearer to that plate. I tried a thick cardboard washer behind it, that didn't work. Maybe a thin one would. Well, it didn't work in that it stopped everything working. Maybe a thinner one might do the trick, just a piece of paper, just to bring that coil just slightly, because it isn't going to be done by adjusting the spring tension on the plate, I don't think. Anyway, for a moment nothing worked at all, which is a bit worrying, and now I've put things back as they were, everything's working, but the buzz continues. So, an hour later, back to square one, but that's how it goes sometimes. I'll keep working on it, but possibly not today because I've got a priority. See you later. That's it with the spring actually off. I can quiet it the same method, but with the spring completely off, it's down there. And make it any quieter, so reducing the strength of the spring isn't going to help. Maybe something needs bending, but I don't want to do that yet. I should probably be asking for suggestions. Pin size, folks. Thank you, bye. We need to get rid of that buzz. So, all suggestions. It isn't the spring. It isn't as easy as that, sadly, I don't think. It isn't that the coil is replacing, although, you know, maybe because it isn't exactly the same number coil, it's got more windings on it, I don't know. Well, what else is there? I've looked at the Bible online, and it suggests the spring first and then maybe some other things, but anyway, down to you now, folks.